Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly market updates. I'm S.Khadgawat. This week was full of interesting events, news outflows and a lot of results coming in. As the monthly series of April was highly volatile and this being the last month of the series was no different. In the previous week, when Nifty has visited the lows of the month of March, which is 21,777, this week we have recovered all the losses and was little short of the all-time high. This week, markets have witnessed one more interesting event where VIX has fallen 20% intraday and has gone down to the level of 10, which is the lowest since November 2023. So VIX Volatility Index has been considered the barometer of volatility and fear in the indexes. And certainly in absence of any major retaliatory action from Israel on Iran, the VIX has cooled off significantly. Now let's understand how markets have performed through the movements in the major indices. So in previous week, Nifty have touched the lows of 21,777, but this week we have recovered almost all the losses and we were only a little short of its all-time high, which is 22,750 plus levels. So this week, Nifty has traded in the range of 22,100 levels to 22,600 levels. Whereas mid-caps and small caps have continued their upward trajectory and have touched new highs this week. However, market veterans have been taking a cautious stance over the valuations of mid-cap and small caps, but certainly markets have chose to ignore it, at least for now. Now let's talk about the sector-wise performance. So after 3 weeks of continuous outperformance from the metals, now the PSU banks have come into the front seat and they have clocked a gain of 6.5% through the week, followed by the consumer durables. Now let's see what has happened in the institutional activities. So FIs have continued their selling spree, and this week also they have sold in the cash market to the tune of 11,000 crores, whereas DIs have compensated by buying to the tune of 16,000 crores. All in all, FIs have sold more than 33,000 crores rupees of stocks in cash in the month of April, whereas DIs have bought to the tune of 37,000 crores rupees of stock in cash. Now let's see what has happened with the international indices. In US markets, Nasdaq and Dow Jones both have given negative returns for the week, whereas European markets, DAX also have given negative returns. Now let's see what has happened with the commodities. So in domestic and international markets, both commodities have started cooling off, whether it is gold, silver or crude oil. Crude oil have touched to the levels of 87 in this week. However, copper and zinc has continued their upward rally. Now let's talk about important global market updates. The Japanese currency yen has come down to the level of 154 yen per dollar, and this is the lowest since mid-90s. In another update, Chinese central bank has kept their lending rate unchanged to the level of 3.5%. Now let's see some of the important domestic events. India's direct tax collection has rose to 17.7% and reached the level of 19.59 lakh crores in the financial year 2024. In another update, India's pharma exports have increased by 9.6% and reached to a 27.6 billion rupees for the year 2024. Now let's discuss few stocks in the news. The Kotak Mahindra Bank has become the talk of the town as RBI as a regulatory agency has taken very strict and stringent action against the financial institution, and they have asked the Kotak Mahindra Bank to stop onboarding new clients through online portals, and also the fresh issuance of credit cards has been stopped immediately. Because RBI has pointed out material gaps and significant lapses on the digital platform of Kotak Mahindra Bank. In another event, Reliance Jio has become world's topmost company in terms of data consumption. Markets have continued punishing the IT stocks on their flat results and poor future guidance. In a recent IT result, Larsen & Toubro Technical Services have shown rise in the profits, but due to subdued margins, the stock has fallen to the 9% in intraday. This is it for the week. We'll come with the new updates next week. Till that time, stay tuned. Thank you so much.